And we are back with another Black with No Cream podcast. New episode every single Sunday. I am your host, Ben Haggerty, aka Ben Real Verse World. Episode 20, people. Today, we got my dog, AntoDaBoss, on the podcast. But before I brief you on this episode, let's just say that 20 episodes is an insane-ass milestone. I just did some basic-ass math, and so far, like with 20 episodes recorded, that's a total of 33 hours of content. That's 1.3 days worth of content. That's 1,980 minutes worth of valuable ass content. That's 118,800 seconds of amazing stories from insane creators who provide amazing fucking content. Anyways, enough with my achievements. How's everyone else doing? Hope you guys are setting yourself up to crush this work week and create a bunch of shit. I feel like this episode is a perfect pick-me-up if you need it, because today we have my dog and the very inspiring visionary, AntoDaBoss. Anto is based out of Maryland and is a full-time YouTuber. This dude has 933,000 plus subscribers and will most likely hit 1 million in the next month or two. That is an insane achievement. Anto has been creating videos surrounding sports since he started his channel. Some of the main games he's been playing are Madden 18, NBA Live 18, and I would just like to point out that this dude has over 286 million views on all of his videos. Like, what the fuck? This dude is signed to an agency, he has a manager, he has literally been flown all over the world to create content with different professional athletes, brands, and other creators which have organically created a global impact with the content that he has produced. I met Anto a while back on a project I shot with EA Sports, and we have been homies since. Shout out to this dude for getting on the podcast and sharing his story, along with several tips for potential YouTubers who need a little push to get to where he is. Also, a fun fact for all members of Black with No Cream, Anto officially joined the private creator group when he recorded this podcast. So be sure to tag him if you want to say what's up to him directly. If this is your first time tuning into the podcast, you're probably wondering, what does Black with No Cream stand for? Black with No Cream is a private content creator group fueled by caffeine, or at least I take my coffee black with no cream, but you can drink or not drink whatever caffeine you fuck with and still be a part of our community. We are a private group on Facebook open to creators of all kinds, aka if you make videos, if you're a photographer, if you do marketing, management, editing, YouTube, dancing, etc., 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 all creators are welcome. Our private group has been growing rapidly. I think we just hit 2,500 members, which is sick. We have a shit ton of members working together by sharing content, asking for feedback, passing tips and tricks along to one another with the goal of pushing each other to become the best motherfucking content creators on earth. And you can join our group if you want to by going to BWNC.com/join. We would love to fucking have you. Please join. If you are interested in supporting Black with No Cream, please go to BWNC.com/merch. We have hats, shirts, stickers, pins, shit like that. It's all available in the store. I appreciate anyone who picks up some merch. If you don't have the funds, I get it. There's another way you can support. Obviously, share a link to this podcast with as many people as you possibly fucking can. And then hop on iTunes and leave me a review. Or YouTube, because we got a YouTube channel too. Subscribe and do all that shit. That shit helps me keep this thing growing. And yeah, I appreciate you. Oh, another thing I feel like promoting today is my dog Justin Odisho, who just released his new Adobe Premiere Pro preset pack for sale. He's been working on that for months, I know that. Justin was the very first guest on the Black with No Cream podcast, and his channel on YouTube is one of the most helpful resources for video editors. His new pack features 40 plus presets custom created by himself, with presets that can do things like give you a motion trail, reverse fisheye, Super 8 film look, VHS camcorder, corner kaleidoscope, etc., etc., etc. This pack is sick. I just downloaded it. I'm stoked to crack it open. The price is super reasonable, $49.99. Think about it. He's worked for months on this shit, so that's fucking fair. I think LUT packs cost like $25 for like 10 LUT packs, so you know, don't be a bitch. Go buy that thing. If Justin's made an impact on your editing career, go show him some love and pick up the pack. It's available at justinodisho.com/shop. This shit ain't sponsored. He's just my homie, so yeah, go get that shit. And then let me know if you did, because I want to know how you think of the pack. All right, that's it. Enjoy the work week. Keep creating. Make sure to tune in every single Sunday for a new Black with No Cream episode. And without further ado, I bring to you my interview with AntoDaBoss and the most epic podcast intro ever created right motherfucking now.
Attention.
If you stop this podcast recording at any time,
you will die.
I don't want to die.
Do you want to live?
Yeah!
You have 24 hours to share this podcast with 5 people or you will die.
I'm kidding, you won't die. You're just weak shit for not sharing.
And the winner of the best motherfucking podcast goes to...
Black with No Cream.
What do you think?
It's so fucking dumb and so fucking Ben Haggerty.
I knew you would say that.
Okay, motherfuckers, I'm back with another Black with No Cream podcast. Today,
Yes, sir.
AntoDaBoss is in the house. How you doing, dog? How you doing?
Pretty good. Out here in LA.
Yeah, you
trying
are.
to move here.
You said what?
Trying to move here.
Are you trying to move here?
Yeah.
You should.
Like probably the next 6 months. I've moved once. I've moved to Florida. Stayed there for a year and a half. Orlando.
From Maryland originally.
Yeah, I'm originally from Armenia.
Yeah.
I was born in Armenia. Moved here when I was 9. Always been around the Maryland, DC area.
Yeah.
And then like 3 years ago, I moved out to Orlando.
For how long?
Wasn't really feeling it. A year and a half.
Why? Is it too like muggy?
It was muggy.
Muggy as fuck, huh?
And the place that we got, I never really said this. Like if my fans are watching, the place that I got, like there was like a kind of like a highway where my window was. Every day I'm recording videos.
Oh yeah, you can't. You
But
can't.
that was like one of the, I want to say one of the reasons, but the weather,
Yeah.
I need some sort of like chilliness. Like I need it to be a little chilly.
Because it gets cold as fuck in DC, right?
Yeah, it gets
Like
really
that
cold
area?
in DC. DC gets, and it's like the weather. You never know what's gonna happen. Like the other day, I was on the phone with my parents, and they said one day it was 70, one day it was like 12. It was 70 3 days ago, and then yesterday it was snowing.
That's like Iowa shit.
Yeah,
it
so
really does get like that in Iowa too. Like that's the same thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to move out here. Bro.
Yeah, for sure you should. Anto's like one of the illest YouTubers alive and one of the most humble ones that I've ever met.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, shout out to you for that. Sometimes when we go to events, the only ones I've hung out with you are EA events, but he'll like film for me in my vlogs sometimes, and they get like 100 views. So it's tight. It's tight. But we met. When did we meet? It was probably like.
Was it It was definitely an NBA live event. I feel like.
Did you do the cover video? Were you there when we did the Little Dicky video? Were you there for that?
See, I didn't meet you that day, but I was
you were there, right?
That's when Gronk was on the cover of Madden. I went to that shoot. Yeah.
That's crazy.
We didn't even know each other.
I know, isn't that weird?
That's deep.
Yeah, and our homies.
It's like a Black Mirror episode.
I can't get into that show.
What?
I tried. I tried like one episode. Lauren gets mad at me because she's like, she loves it.
Hold on. Did you watch the first episode?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Well, why would they make a bad episode?
Bro,
the first
that was
episode?
the worst episode. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Why would you do that if you're
I don't
creating
know,
a
man. Like, everyone was telling me, watch Black Mirror. And I was like, all right. I usually watch like Narcos and stuff. Like, that's one of my favorite shows.
Narcos is hard.
So I was like, all right, let me give it a try. And I watched it with my girl, the first episode. The one with the pig.
Yeah.
I was like, what is...
It was weird.
Who did... Like...
It was like...
The rest of them are amazing. That's why, like, you should give it a try, because the rest of them are, like... You would think it's two different, like...
Yeah.
Like, it's a different show.
It's supposed to be, right? Like, it's a new episode. Every episode's like new characters or some shit like that.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons, and you could, like, just watch the episodes randomly. Like, nothing has to do with the other one.
That's so tight.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's kind of weird. But anyway, your come up has been kind of wild, huh? Like...
Yeah.
You've just exploded on YouTube and have been grinding out on YouTube for how long? Have you been? When did you start?
It feels like forever.
I saw on your account it said you opened your account in 2009.
Yeah, 2009. Basically, like I said, I came here when I was 9. Didn't know any English, like none. That was the hardest thing ever. Like when I went to school for the first time, it was 4th grade. So I went to school here for 4th grade. That was my first like American school, and bro, I can't describe the feeling of just looking at everyone, and I'm like, what are they saying?
That's gotta be crazy.
But it was sad, bro. Like I was lost.
Why did you move here?
Well, my dad got a job offer here.
Oh, okay.
Because we weren't making that much money back home.
Right.
Like, we weren't like, I don't want to say we're poor, but like we weren't. There's only certain places you could go. Like not many people had the opportunities to like get a good degree back home. So it's like here, everyone knows like you could have all the opportunities in the world. And my dad like he got offered a job, so we all moved out here, and it was hard because like we left a lot of family members back home.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends were left back home, like so that was tough already, just leaving everyone and coming to a whole foreign place, like, and it was tough, like overcoming that. But eventually, learning the language, I took ESOL, like
yeah.
After learning the language, like I started making friends, and
how long does that take? Like how long did it take you to start?
Apparently, I learned quick because I took ESOL. You know what ESOL is? Like
I've heard of the program.
It's like for people that don't speak English. You take ESOL. Like, so I took that for 1 year. Apparently, people take it for like multiple years.
Damn.
And the teacher was like, "Yo, you're like one of the quickest learners." I did learn it quick, and I don't have an accent or anything.
Do your parents speak English?
No, I mean, When they came here, none of us did.
So
no.
you were like learning. Were you? Because I noticed this. Like I had a lot of Bosnians show up to our like town in Iowa, and they came there, and it was the same thing. Like I had a friend at that time who, when he came, he couldn't speak any English, and he was also coming from war, so like he was terrified of everything. So I remember a teacher trying to like tell him it was okay, and he started like chucking erasers at her, and he was crying. It was like the saddest shit to watch.
I cried one of the days too.
Yeah,
when I went home
it.
though, I can't cry in person, but when I went home, I mean, there was a day where I cried because, like, you know, whenever I do anything, I try to be good at it, and when you're at that much of a disadvantage, because I used to be, I was about to say I used to be smart, you know. I used to be smart back in my, bro. I used to get like all hundreds. Like my mom has all of my like. This is back in our country. She has all of our like progress reports still. Like they used to give out medals in my country. I have everything. Like I was like very smart.
You're on it.
And when I came here and I had that disadvantage, I was like frustrated me because when I'm not good at something, like I don't like it gets to me.
Yeah.
Obviously, with everyone else too. But yeah, fast forward a few years, like elementary school, it was okay because obviously I didn't know a language. I didn't really like middle school. But throughout elementary school and middle school, I had the same friends that I do now.
Yeah.
So that's like,
that's dope.
That's really dope because not many people can say that. Like my first ever friend in this country, I'm like best friends with him right now.
That's crazy.
I
That's
actually
like,
do YouTube with him. Like,
yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
He's on YouTube?
Yeah, he actually does YouTube. Shout out to my boy Dre. He was my first ever friend. You've met him, Dre, at the NBA Live thing. Yeah,
wow,
he was my first ever friend here.
That's really crazy.
And the fact that I'm still friends with him till now is like pretty dope.
That's really dope.
So elementary school, middle school, I didn't really enjoy it too well. But high school, like junior and senior year, that was like one of my best years ever.
Why?
Like,
What was so crazy about that shit?
it was just like our class, like everyone was cool with each other. Like the stuff that I see now, like all this bullying going on and stuff, like I didn't really see it at my school.
That's a blessing.
It's crazy to say, like I didn't see some of the things that I'm seeing now. It's gotten worse, obviously, especially with social media being big.
Yeah.
But when I went to high school, like it was, the vibes were so like everyone was getting along, like everyone looked out for each other, and that's when I really started making my videos and whatnot.
It was in high school?
Yeah.
That's sick. How old are you right now?
I'm 24 right
24.
now. Yeah.
Dope. Damn. So when you started in high school, what were you doing? Like kind of tossing it to your homies? Like, yo, check out my channel, check out my videos or whatever? Or was it an exclusive, like, because to me, I'm older than you. So to me, mine was like MySpace. I get on MySpace, we'd share like music interests and all this shit.
Yeah.
And to me, it was like I got to take myself out of real life in high school and like meet people around the world and like communicate that way. Was it similar for you with YouTube? But like, you know what I mean? The reach is different back then. You can't.
Oh, yeah. For me, it was like at first, just in my area, I was doing a lot of music videos. So that was like
really?
the first bit of like, it's fun.
Yeah, talk
It
about
wasn't
it.
as good as yours, but,
No.
but they were like bad. But like, I would do a lot of music videos. I was very into that. I've always been into film.
Yeah.
But then like in high school, like my freshman year, I was doing music video for a lot of like, local artists.
Oh, so you were shooting the music videos. You weren't being in music videos.
Yeah, I was shooting them and editing them.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
no, I would, no.
I thought you were talking about like you were throwing out the rap game.
Nah, I wish. But
AntoDaBoss.
right? Chill. But I was doing a lot of editing, like recording music videos.
Yeah.
And then I remember there was 2K. I forgot which 2K it was, but I got a 2K game, and I started making like montages of 2K.
Like just recaps of like dope games or
it's like
something?
it's like doing a music video.
Yeah.
Of a video game. So like I would make like a Chris Paul mix.
Yeah.
Like an and one mixtape, but in a video game. Like that's how I started with video game like videos.
Were people doing that at the time, or did you just kind of like
kind of at the time, like the biggest YouTuber that was doing video games was like Chris Move, which is like he like kind of started it all.
Yeah.
Like he was like one of the only people I remember seeing on YouTube like doing a 2K video, like talking over it. I'm like, what is like it was cool. So basically in high school I was doing like music videos, like playing around with video games. I wasn't really putting myself out there. And then senior year I took video production. Like I was doing like video production for my high school, where like every morning, you would turn on the TV. I'm sure everyone's familiar with
like
it.
the news style type shit.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. It was like it's kind of like recent.
Yeah.
They didn't have it at the start of my high school, but like we got video production. So every morning, like everyone turns on their TVs in the class, and like they get to watch videos that we made.
That's dope.
Yeah. So that like I started putting those out on YouTube, and I was like, all right, like we're getting some sort of engagement.
Like all the classmates are starting to see the shit and kind of interact with the content.
And I was like, yo, I like this. Like I like doing this.
Yeah.
Bro, you want me to keep going? Because this could take...
Well, yeah, no, but like, let's say you're in Maryland, so like,
Yeah.
who else were you collaborating with at the time? Just your best friend at the time, like your first friend? Was he starting to make videos, or were you just kind of like,
bro? I was doing it on my own, bro.
Yeah, it's just
everything
fun.
was on my own. Like everything was. I was doing stuff with like my parents sometimes, like using people around me. But most of the things that we came up with, like skits and stuff, that was with my classmates. Like it was part of our project. I used to love that class.
They kind of like force you into like making content, and then you're finding new ways to make it entertaining. Plus, you already had a built-in audience of like every morning you got your first period like classes watching that shit, right? That's pretty dope. I wish I would have had that. Ours was like, I don't even remember what the fuck it was. It was kind of corny, maybe. It was like just a generic ass film class, and
yeah, it recently started. Like I feel like every school has it now.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, basically like it started out very like simple. Like I was just like tossing any video out there. I had no direction whatsoever.
Yeah.
Like I was just like, let's toss this up on YouTube. Like I didn't think of YouTube as like something that would become my like job or anything like that. So basically this is like first year of college, just after high school. I was regularly uploading on YouTube, but it was just like random videos. Like I had no pattern like whatsoever. Like but
regular in what sense? Like bi-weekly?
Yeah, I was just like, it was just random. Like, I just didn't really take it seriously.
Yeah, you were
like,
just posting shit.
Yeah, I was just posting like a Madden video where I'm playing a game, talking over it. Like, it was just very early on. Like, but
that's so wild to just like have it happen to like fall. Because were you active in sports in high school and shit?
Not really.
What got you?
I was active like as far as after school. We would ball a lot, but I wasn't like
playing on the team and shit.
Nah.
But so then what? You just naturally fell in love with sports?
Oh
like,
yeah.
You're just watching a lot of ESPN.
Because that's what like made me feel comfortable when I got here. Like I didn't know the language, but when I watched like sports, like I started watching NFL, I was lost. I was like, what is going on? But like I started like getting into it and I started liking it, and those are like the things that made me feel comfortable watching sports on TV, because I couldn't really understand anything else.
But you could kind of figure it out, like
exactly
what the fuck was happening.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So long story short, I had my first job basically like my first year of college. I worked at CVS. Ooh. I don't think many people know this.
Shout out to CVS.
Shout out to CVS. I worked at
good champagne deals. Lauren goes there all the time.
Well, ours, see, back in Maryland, we don't really have stuff like that in our CVS.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. We don't have champagne.
I mean, when was the last time you worked at CVS?
Bro, so this was like first year of college, like 2011 to like 20... Bro, I worked for like 4 months.
Things have changed in CVS since then, man. Now they got deals. You buy 6, you get them for the price of 4 or some shit. I don't know.
Damn.
Something like that.
I didn't have that.
Yeah, you got to pull up.
Anyway, so I worked for like... You got to pull up. I worked for like 4 months, and then at that time, I was in a community college.
Yeah, in like
this is in Maryland still.
Maryland
this is after high school. I was like going to a community college. I was working at CVS, my first job, and then I was also trying to manage YouTube.
Manage YouTube in what sense?
As in, like, you know, like it was some sort of revenue was coming in.
It was small
happening? Though. Yeah, like my first year of college, I started like getting some sort of revenue.
Crazy.
It was small, but like I was like, all right, I should probably still keep this going. I wasn't making much.
Right.
But so I had YouTube.
Did you look? Question: were you when you see like, all right, cool, revenue is gonna start right now? If YouTube updates some shit, you're very active into reading exactly what they're talking about. You find the blog posts and shit. To me, I remember YouTube it wasn't even like a tool or like a community based application. It was just like a place where you post the videos. Like I wouldn't think of it as like, oh, they're gonna tell me things that could come out that could potentially make it easier for me to post on YouTube or for me to interact with people. So like, say at that time, you're in college and all of a sudden they're like, hey, we're going to pay you for ads that play in front of your videos. Like, were you understanding like, oh shit, if I start doing this more often, I'm going to make more money?
Well, that's what happened. So when I had that CVS job, I couldn't manage all 3. Like, basically think about this. I would get up in the morning at 8 a.m., go to school until like 1:30, and then my CVS shift was from like 3 to 10. And then when I get home, that was my only time to do YouTube. And then like, the same thing repeats the next day. Wake up at 8 a.m. So by the time I'm getting home from my job, I'm beat up, and I have like an hour or 2 to make YouTube videos. So I knew that wasn't going to work out. And then when I got my contract, I was like, all right, like, what do I do? Do I stop working at CVS? Do I quit my job too? I mean, do I quit college too? It was like everything was running through my head.
When you got your contract as what? Like being a partner? Like
yeah, when I got partnered. When I got partnered, I was like...
Because that used to be hard to do, right? Like
very hard.
So what was like the average?
I've had it since like 2010. My
That's
contract,
crazy.
and at that time, not many people were getting it.
What did you have? What were like the qualifications for that at the time? Do you remember?
I think
Like, did you have to have a certain amount of subs or something?
you did kind of, and then like if you were getting like 30,000 views a video,
They were like, oh, that's
yeah.
lit.
So they saw some of my things were getting like 30, 40. They're like, yeah. They were like, do you have a contract? I was like, no. What do you mean contract? They're like,
It was like that personal?
bro. They were like, they hit me up. This is Machinima. They were like, hey, like we want to get you partner with us, and I was like, okay. They were like, we're gonna give you a contract, so you start getting paid. I was like, you get paid, bro? I'm not joking. Like this is like 2010, 2009.
Isn't that crazy?
Like, you get paid. They're like, yeah. They're like, you're getting 40,000 views on like a video here and there. They're like, you know, that's been going to waste, right? I was like, oh, I've been doing it for fun. I was like, but on top of that, I could get paid. So like that kind of started it all, and then I kind of like that was the reason why I quit CVS 4 months in.
Wow.
And then eventually quit college, which was hard for my parents because they're foreign.
Yeah.
But I went up to them. I was like, Mom, like I feel like what I'm about to do with YouTube, you can't even do that with a degree.
No.
And not to say like school isn't important. Like I think it is.
What were you
But
going to school for?
I was doing. What was I doing?
Was it just like
I was
general
that
education
lost.
at that
I
point?
didn't like going to community college.
But I mean, it's like really
I
just
knew
the
it wasn't
basics.
for me.
Yeah, you weren't
I was
really
doing communications.
Yeah, okay,
communications.
word. Shout out to
Because I was like, all right, I want to do like I want to be involved in
Yeah.
like the video industry, like
I did the same shit.
communications. But I just knew I was like, this is not like I could be having my own thing.
Right. So, okay, what kind of check comes in the mail where you realize maybe was it a few consistent checks where you're like, oh
Yeah.
shit, okay, so if this is that consistent from 30K views, what if I get 50K views and then that adds up to be this much? Or was it like kind of diagnosed to the point where they're like, hey, if you get every 1,000 views, what is it, the CPM is
Yeah.
like this much money? Or was it like,
It's also based on like how many ads run through your video, or like
Mm-hmm.
if an ad comes on, like how long someone watch it. It's so many like variables.
but there was that many variables back then? Because I feel like now it's getting like kind of complicated.
Yeah, it is.
But
Now
back
it's
then
very
was-
complicated. Back then, not really.
Yeah, it wasn't kind of easy.
Yeah, it was easier to track, but like yeah, like you said, now like it all depends on how long you watch an ad. Or,
Right.
There's so many things, but for me, like it was like more so like I realized the numbers
Yeah.
were like great, but it was more so like when I got like I remember when I did my first few like sponsor deals.
Oh shit!
I
This is
did,
back
like-
then.
Yeah,
You're already getting spot. Okay, wait. So let's step back. Sorry, you get signed to who? Who is the?
Machinima.
And Machinima is what, like a third party, like agency that just they're gonna be the people.
Well,
that
they're
are
like they're like a network. They already like they have their own like channel. Like they're like a media company.
Okay. So then, what was like the deal? You just continue to post on your shit, but
I
you're
could post,
represented
yeah,
by them.
yeah, exactly. And
Okay.
at the time, you needed that to get paid. You need like a company to kind of back you up
Right. Interesting.
because you can't just post on your own.
What, are they paying you? Is there like are they gonna pay you themselves, or are they guaranteeing you anything?
Oh
Or
no,
is it
yeah,
just
they
like-
pay you. Yeah, like they
So you
pay
get paid
you.
per month or something?
Yeah, it's per month.
Does that fluctuate pending like
Depends on
your
what
viewage?
you do. Yeah, which is crazy. Like,
That's not how it is anymore, though, right?
I mean,
Is
it
it for some
depends
people?
on like the contract you sign. Because I mean, I guess you could sign a contract that is like a base salary, but I feel like you should always do it based on your views and stuff because you control your money. Then
Yeah. Right now, are you signed to anyone?
I'm still with Machinima.
Oh shit, for real?
Till this day, bro.
Wow, that's
It's been like 7 years.
That's really-
I actually like 2 days ago I went to their studio because they just got bought out by Warner Brothers.
okay. Word.
So they're like doing crazy shit right now.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Where's
I'll-
the studio at? Out?
It's
in
like
the Valley.
studio around Studio City,
City?
Burbank.
Dope.
It's in Burbank. Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a long time.
yeah. And they noticed it. They like took me to dinner 2 months ago, and they
They
were
were
like,
taking
"Yo,
you
like,
dinner back then, were they? Huh?
I didn't take me to dinner back. No,
Damn.
no, but that was dope to me. Like I'm like they were like, "Yo, like we value what you've done. That loyalty, bro." I mean, that
Because you
is
could have
loyalty.
left, probably, huh? Did you ever
There's
have
a lot of
offers?
opportunities where there's a lot of moments that I was thinking about leaving,
Yeah.
but I decided to stay.
What's the benefit of riding it out with them? Like, is it just that they're gonna fight harder for you? That there's.
I mean, I was just comfortable with like the contract that I have. Other than that, like I wasn't asking for too much. I never do. Like I don't expect my network to go out there and get me deals. That's what my manager's for. So it's like when you sign with a network on YouTube, it's like you gotta just keep doing you still. That's what YouTube is about. Like
Right.
YouTube is about you.
Yeah.
You should never like expect handouts from anyone or anything. You just got to keep doing you. Like, you're like the business owner. Like, that's your business.
Right. Wow, that's crazy.
But yeah, it was like it was just crazy to just see everything grow, like the numbers.
What was the first brand deal?
What was it?
Chapstick.
There was a lot of
company.
chapstick company
For your lip.
There was pizza. Oh, one of the first ones was pizza rolls. But bro,
Don't you have a pizza roll sponsor right now?
Nah, bro. Now it's not anymore.
DiGiorno or some shit.
Nah, Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut?
Not anymore. So
It's over.
I
with.
can't give them clout right now. No, I'm kidding. Oh shit.
Hey, Papa John's.
Shit, they're watching.
Call my boy. He's open. Right? But you did like a pizza. I thought you had pizza rolls at one point, like
pizza
last
roll.
year.
Nah, was it?
I swear on Instagram you took like really nice photos.
No,
of
that's
some
Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut. That's been going
Hot
on
Pockets.
for like Hot Pockets.
Hot
oh
Pockets.
My god, bro! Look, you.
Fuck, I'm just all over the place. Shout out to everyone that makes
Shout out
pizza.
to all
We
y'all,
love
yeah.
you guys.
But yeah, one of the first ones was like pizza rolls, and then like one of my favorite ones early on was Vizio. That was wild to me.
Why?
Well, because I was like, damn, I'm about to work with Vizio, like, and my dad is like, my parents are foreign,
Yeah.
So it's like there's some companies they're not gonna know, but my dad is all about technology.
Right.
So I went to him, I was like, yo, dad, like,
Vizio,
I'm about to work
hit me
with
up.
Vizio. He was like, oh shit.
Did
Like,
Vizio make computers? Who am I thinking of? What's Vizio?
I think Razer. No, I don't know.
Vizio?
Vizio isn't Vizio like kind of like Sony or different?
Oh no, you were
Man, I
fucking
don't
paid
know,
by them to
bro.
talk about their shit. What did they have? What did they
Bro, I'm
offer?
getting exposed right now. Vizio's Vizio, bro. They make TVs. They make
Oh yeah,
TVs.
TVs. Vizio,
Yeah,
my
TV.
fucking TV in my living room. That's why I was tripping.
You have a Vizio in your house? You didn't know?
Yeah.
Wow, that's an L.
Oops.
But yeah, they sent me like a huge TV, and on top of that, they paid like, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah,
like,
say it. This I think is super interesting.
oh
like,
yeah,
to be
like
honest.
I mean I don't mind, but at the time they were like they wanted one video where I integrate a TV into my video. So,
Okay.
So basically, I was like, all right, I have to come up with a YouTube idea, like
Like you're talking about like you're still playing game, like it's still very
No,
gaming
well,
driven or music.
It could have been gaming, or they let me do whatever. So they were like, yo, make a video and integrate our TV into it. Like somehow.
Okay.
I was like, all right. And I like that. Like, I'm like, all right, let me go to the drawing boards. And I came up with like this. I did like a mini Olympics video where it was like an obstacle course set up and it's 3 of us competing in it. And then the winner takes the TV. So in the beginning, I had one of my boys dress up as like one of those guys like on, like, you know, the gaming shows, like they're wearing a suit
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
like,
So-
today we got-
yeah. So it's like, today we're going to be doing a Winter Olympics and the winner's going to get this Vizio. The specs are like, so it was kind of like,
Was your shit sketch driven around that time? So this made sense for like the video. Like you could do this type of shit and your fans would accept it.
yeah,
Okay,
like,
gotcha.
I mean, yeah, like it was just an Olympic video. Like they wanted to see us go through the obstacle course.
Yeah.
But it's like, I somehow had to like tie in the TV and not sound too much commercially.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, yo, make one video. We'll give you this TV and we'll throw like, at the time, I think it was like 6-7 racks. I was like,
What year was this?
that was like 3.5, 4 years ago. 3,
Damn.
4. Yeah.
They were on the shit early.
I
'cause
was
that was
like-
like when was Vine? 3 years ago? 4 years ago? Is this
Yeah.
around the same time? So like
Kind
this is
of.
when brands really started like
Yeah.
figuring out what an influencer
Bro, I was like, one video, like
Bye-bye.
that started opening my eyes, and stuff like that is why my parents kind of let me like, stop school.
Yeah, I bet. They're probably like, okay.
They were upset,
Yeah.
because you know
It's hard.
No one's finished college in my family, and I'm still trying to be that. I'm gonna go back.
How many years you got left? Or like what is it?
I have,
classes
like-
or something? Hours?
I have like 16 credits until I finish my first 2 years, so I would have like basically I have like 2.5 years left, which isn't too bad. But I want to get it done when it's the right time.
Yeah, it's online classes or something.
Yeah,
like-
exactly. Cause I want my parents to see that. But
And you probably need that to go become a teacher so that you can turn around in 15 years and start teaching these motherfuckers how to be a genius.
facts.
How
So
to be a genius.
basically, like it was hard for them, but stuff like this, like deals like this,
And that was one of the first ones.
kind of, yeah.
And you got a TV. Mm-hmm. Did you give it to your family?
I gave it to my boy actually.
Really? He won the contest?
He won I was like, you know
Oh,
what?
you really gave it
Yeah.
up? Wow.
We could have easily like
Faked
faked
for
it.
sure
and, like,
would've.
hey, the game's over. Give me my TV.
Yeah,
back.
for real.
Nah, I was like, yo, keep
That's
it.
pretty lit. Damn.
So yeah, it's stuff like that, and like I always show my parents like when one of my fans like writes something to me like that's deep. I always show like the other day like one of my fans tweeted at me and he was like, yo, like my mom passed away and we used to both watch you together.
Damn.
And she used to think you were hilarious. And he was like, I want to let you know, like, keep your work up. Bro, stuff like that, I'm like,
That's crazy.
that's
right?
deep to me. Like, and it makes me feel like, all right, I'm doing something right. And I always show my parents that stuff. I'm like, Mom, like, look what these people are saying about me. Like, and it's stuff like that you know, kind of like me and my parents feel comfortable. Like, all right, you're doing something good. Like, you got a positive impact on younger people that kind of don't have an idea of like of what the world is about. And like, you know, I try to be a good influence.
Wow.
So yeah, it took a lot of time and effort.
But that payout is like really, really working in your favor, and I feel like it's only gone uphill since then. Shit. Like you've been doing mad shit, working with a bunch of brands, working with a bunch of like superstars too, in the sense of it. But you get those first early deals and you start kind of figuring it out. Does that kind of put it? When did you get your manager? Did the agency provide a manager?
Kind of. I've had my manager for like a year and a half too.
Oh, okay. So it's like more.
It's like I made a huge mistake of trying to basically do it all myself early on. Well, I always told myself like I'm gonna do everything on my own. I'm gonna edit my videos on my own. I'm gonna make the thumbnails on my own. I'm gonna get deals on my own. Everything on my own. I don't know why. Like
it's an innate thing for creators where you feel like you can't give it to anyone else because they'll fuck it up.
Exactly. Like so, it's been like the last year and a half where I don't want to say I woke up, but I was like, dude, like, I felt like I was wasting my time. I was like, I need to put a team around me. So I was like, I need to get a manager. I need to get like an editor eventually. And I wanted it to be to the point where I'm making the videos and then I got a team around me that like edits it, puts it out. Because at this point, bro, like 7 years in, like I've edited every single video. And recently I've been, my boy, you know, Kuda?
Yeah.
He's been editing my stuff.
He's
like,
a man.
He's been editing like some of the vlogs I've been doing.
Yeah.
And I enjoy his, just his.
The style?
Yeah, his style is amazing. So.
Dog, you put out 1,900. This motherfucker's made 1,932 videos on his channel, and I'm sure you have some unlisted shit.
Yeah.
You've made like 2,000 videos that you've shot and edited and thought about and created. So he just now started editing for you?
Kind of, yeah, on like vlogs and stuff. But like we just started talking about it. So like in a few months, I feel like he'll be my like full editor.
Amazing.
But like it's been recently where I kind of started like, all right, I need to put a team around me. And that's huge, bro. I feel like you can't really. There's only a certain limit to where you're gonna go on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be different for others, but in my opinion, I just felt like I reached that limit.
Yeah, and you get stagnant too. And now this is going to allow you to. And I feel the same way. I've always been protective of what my craft is and like who I allow to touch it. You know. And I had who was it? These dudes that own this company called Yeah Nice. They were like my first sponsor I ever got in my life back when I made music. And they sent us a bunch of hats and shit. They're two snowboarders, they used to be pro and all this shit. And he told me, he's like, I only ever hire people that are better than me at something. And I'm like, oh, I never even considered that a possibility, that there might be someone that's better at me than this shit.
I mean, that's how I feel about Kuda's work. I was like, yo, he's a better editor than me.
Yeah, it's hard to admit.
But
then you realize it. And I think that really opens up a lot of shit. Like even for this podcast, like I started doing the video shit and I was like, there's no way on top of me doing real life shit and trying to have these good interviews that I'm going to be able to sit here and edit out these videos and make the social shit. And I'm like, I just can't. Like I can't even.
It's so hard. You can't manage all of it at once.
Just like that ability to. Now it also opens you up to make more content. Like your fans can now benefit even more by getting more content because you're sitting there kicking it out and you'll have one editor, then they'll turn it to two, then you'll turn it to farm. Motherfuckers, that's crazy.
Because making a video and editing it yourself, bro, that could take your whole day out.
The whole day.
Compared to like making a video.
Yeah.
Sending it off to an editor.
Right.
And you got the rest of your day to either record the next day's video or like it gives you more creative time to plan stuff out. Which is, you know, that's what I'm getting into now.
Yeah.
Because I have so many good ideas that I haven't even, like, put it out there because I just don't have the time. But now, with me having support around me, I feel like it's going to give me more time to be creative. Because I still, till this day, like, I've been doing it for a while, but I still, till this day, don't feel like I'm even close to where I want to be.
Yeah.
Not in, like, views. I don't care about that.
Like the shit that's in your head. Like, getting
yeah. Like, I just feel like there's so much my fans, like, I don't want to say don't know about me because, I try my best to,
Yeah.
be transparent with them. But I feel like there's so much they haven't seen from me that I want to show them, and that's my goal for the next few years. Like, I want to be able to have time to myself to be able to do other projects where they get to see, different sides of me.
What's an example of something that you would love to try to create too? Because at the same token, people listening here, they're all creators too. So if there's any way my audience can help you achieve this shit too, I'm guarantee you there's motherfucking Black with No Cream people in Maryland. You know what I mean? If you ever need some shit to push it. But what would be an example of something that you're already thinking about that you would love to do? It just takes the time and availability,
Right now, I do a lot of video games. I squeeze in vlogs, and I also have this show or webisode, should I say, called. Wait, so I do. Jesus,
I do a lot of shit basically.
I was like, wait.
So basically, I create
hungry,
stuff,
bro. I'm hungry.
Oh yeah,
I just lost. I was like, wait, what am I gonna eat?
Hey, there's a taco truck right around the corner. It's fire. Yeah,
I'm trying to eat some orange chicken. Damn,
I don't know about that. Might be. Oh yeah, maybe.
I had one yesterday. It was really good. Anyways, bro, I just lost it. I'm so
basically,
tired.
I'm hungry. So basically, I got a TV show about orange chicken.
Yo, cut that out. That was an L. So basically, I do a lot of work. I'm hungry.
I feel that.
All right. So basically, like I said, I do a lot of video game videos. I try to squeeze in vlogs and stuff. Like when I go to a Wizards game or an NFL game.
Because I can.
I show.
That's pretty tight though.
Yeah. So I enjoy doing those. But I have a show called Boss Talks. And that has, when I started doing the Boss Talks, and for those that don't know, basically Boss Talks is a show where I do 4 to 5 challenges in one video, and all the challenges are sent from my fans. So it's kind of like an interactive show where it's the fans are part of it.
Yeah.
So we would start out the show and we answer questions that people have sent, and then we're like, all right, we're gonna get into the first challenge, and all the challenges are either a basketball challenge outside. So just imagine one challenge video, but in this one there's 4 to 5.
Yeah, that's a lot.
So you're kind of watching. Yeah, so it's it takes a lot to put it together. But when I started uploading the Boss Talks, this show, it took my channel to a whole new.
Really?
Yeah, it kind of
just gravitated towards it, huh?
This is when my channel kind of started taking off because they got to see more of me.
When did you start that?
4 years ago.
So how, you're doing it by season?
In season. Yeah, I'm doing it by season.
Sick.
So my problem right now is I can't produce that a lot. One, because of the area that I'm in, in Maryland, the weather's terrible. You can't really go outside and do much, which is why my goal is to move here, hopefully in the next year or so. And also I kind of feel like I need a production team around me. You can't do stuff like that on your own. You can't just go and set up a tripod. I mean, you can, but to a certain level,
and it's not what you want. You want more movement. You want more activity. You want more production.
Yeah, I want the production to be. So that's one of my things that I want to do when I come out here. I really want to do more real life stuff on my channel rather than I still want to do video games, but I want to do a lot of real life stuff as well. That's why I'm trying to come out here, bro.
Yo, you know what would be sick? You should. Why'd you just look at the camera hey, could someone help me?
Hey, anyone, you know what I'm saying? Got a place for me?
Yeah, I just need a couch, maybe 2 couches. I just need a spot to put my suitcase.
Got a place?
Hey, the spot just opened up down the hall.
For real?
Yeah, if you want to move in here.
All right.
The elevator's kind of shitty, but it is what it is. I think it could be dope if you did you should start a series where you go to sports bars, but you make them let you take over the biggest TV in their wall and do your gaming video there while people are eating food and shit.
Oh my god!
But be ridiculous and then have people doing long zooms on people that are what the fuck is this? Why is he doing this? I'm trying to eat with my family for dinner.
That'd be hilarious, bro.
I don't know.
That'd be hilarious.
These are just things I think of.
Smart.
That's why I get 100 views because it's probably a bad idea. It is what it is.
Write that down.
Yeah, go for it, man. I mean, it's already recorded on audio. So right now, you've done so much shit, and I've already been with you. We just went to, well, didn't just, but NBA Live came out not too long ago, so we went to Vegas, and James Harden was there, so you got to
do a video with him.
Yeah, I shot
he
that.
Shot that. He shot that for my fans that are watching. He shot that. That was
a little challenge. That was fun though. Everyone got a few minutes with him and make something happen. What would you say out of all the experiences so far? Name off a few other experiences that you've gotten highlights, big moments.
One of my biggest moments was going to London for an NFL game because they have 3 to 4 NFL games in London every year.
I had no idea.
So we went, and this was Jaguars playing the Colts. We just got there. I love going to London. Like the vibe in London is so different.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Everyone is friendly there.
I love it.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just haven't been to certain
enough spots.
Yeah, to enough spots. Because whenever you say that, like people are like, wait until you live here.
Yeah.
Like, but
No,
I
it's
mean,
really
I
cool.
like it though. Yeah, it kind of brings me the vibes of my country, kind of. I like going out there, and that trip was so dope. Like we stayed in like the hotel that the players were staying at, which is like we didn't really see a player, but I don't care about that. But like the hotel was nice, and then we went to the game. The night before the game, we were invited to Shad Khan's yacht, which is the owner of the Jaguars, and the yacht was like parked next to the London Bridge. It was just wild, bro.
Massive.
It was I can't even describe it, bro. It was wild. I didn't even know. I was like, wait, should I Instagram this or Snapchat? I was like, nah, I only
They
have
didn't let
30
you
people
vlog
on
or anything?
Snap. No, they let me vlog. I have a
dope.
vlog on this.
Okay, word. I'll post that shit in the show notes.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite vlogs. Like
That's
that
like
vlog, yeah.
Because it's so lit.
Yeah,
Like, you're like, what is life?
Yeah, and I put all that in one video. Like I didn't separate it. I didn't separate the game. I put everything in one. So we went to the owner's yacht, and everyone was on that joint. Like we were in a room with Robin Thicke, and I didn't even know. This man in the footage, you'll see it. This man was like warm, like he was like getting ready to go, because he was gonna perform in the yacht, and he was warming up in our room. And I turn around, I'm like,
Shut up.
bro, it was wild, bro. It was all in the vlog. And then like the owner sent us some sandals when we got back. That trip was like one of my favorites.
Wow. Imagine this though. Like you grow up out here in America, not able to speak English, figure that shit out in a year. Kind of like trying to figure out how to have friends because you're new and very, very new to the culture and shit.
Yeah.
Pull that all off. Start creating content for a fucking school program for like 600 kids or something, however many people are watching that shit.
They were ratchet videos.
And you
but yeah.
fucking get flown out to London to chill on a private jet for the dude that owns the Jaguars. Yeah.
I mean, ultimately, it all comes down to my viewers, bro.
That's
because of them.
How like, you know, how interactive have you been with them in a sense? Like, I know it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
That's like why I created Black with No Cream, because I would get so many messages all the time. You're on a whole nother. You motherfucking just almost hit. You're at 1 million. When do you think
Almost.
you're gonna get 1 million?
Hopefully, like month and it depends. It depends. Like if I roll out with like crazy videos,
Yeah.
it'll probably get there sooner. But I've been so busy. Like in 2018, I've been like traveling a lot. So when I travel, it just takes away my time. And this is why I told you I need an
have an
editor.
editor, bro.
Because if you have an editor when you
Upload that
travel,
shit to
exactly.
Dropbox.
That's why like I'm getting all that sorted out. So when I travel, no one would think I'm even traveling. 'Cause
Yeah.
the videos are rolling out.
Right.
But yeah, wait, what'd you ask me?
I don't know.
I'm still thinking about food.
Oh, I bet. It's a coffee. Like, we're sitting here drinking.
This coffee's so good, bro. Honestly,
Dutch Bros.
Like, no joke,
Sponsor me, guys. I
'Cause-
let everyone drink your coffee. Come on, goddamn it.
bro. Cause like I usually drink coffee like when I do, and I put like 3 spoons of sugar, maybe 4. I like it to be sugary, but this is it
It's
even
good.
sugar?
There's nothing.
And it's good. Like
Black with no
that's
cream.
rare for me.
Yeah, it's, and I feel weird about it now
He
because
said black with no
it's
cream.
Black with No Cream, champion.
He just plugged it in.
Yeah, I mean, it's like weird because now, like, people, whenever I go to meet with people and shit, and they obviously know about the, like, what I'm doing with this, like, they feel like they have to drink black coffee. And I'm like, yo, you don't have to drink black coffee. I mean, I don't know why I do it. It's just,
Nah,
I
it's
like
dope,
it.
bro.
It's good.
This is your thing.
Yeah.
Like, who did that?
So this is my homie Scotty Russell. He goes by Perspective Collective, and if you guys are not watching, if you're listening to this on audio, we have a video section on YouTube. Plug. But we're looking at this picture that my homie illustrated, and it's crazy because this shit. I just put this up because we're in my kitchen. I just moved in. I don't have a cool backdrop, so I'm like,
That's
oh,
dope,
this is
though.
like. But this is kind of like what spawned Black with No Cream. He was on the podcast earlier too.
Okay.
Yeah, he's sick. He's
I gotta start checking out the other ones.
dude, he's a dope ass illustrator. But he said this coffee or the print, they hand printed these. The ink has coffee beans in it.
Stop it.
They grinded coffee beans in the shit, and the way it says, drink black coffee, save 8 hours, no cream or sugar. So what he's saying is that this dude calculated how much time it takes to put cream and sugar in your coffee, and if you add it up like within your lifetime, you get an extra 8 hours in your day.
What?
Like you could have 8 hours of vacation or 8 hours to do whatever you want if you just don't put sugar. Like it's fucking. I'm like that shit is lit.
That's deep, bro.
That's his homie Jason Craig. Yeah, shout out to them.
That's
dope,
deep.
for sure, for sure. I don't know what the fuck I was talking to you about.
Bro, if you have a coffee shop, that has to be your
It's really cool, huh?
like your store thing.
No, he then illustrated a custom, because I was on his podcast. He did a custom Black with No Cream illustration on the side of a fucking like to go coffee cup. I'm printing it. We're doing a collab soon. It's gonna be sick. Like, yeah. But this isn't about Black with No Cream anymore, boys and girls.
Yeah, like the London was a dope trip.
Yeah. Would you say that your primary, like the people you've got to interact with through like your relationships and your channel would have been more athletes? Have you had any like celebrity opportunities?
Have I?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't watch my stuff, huh?
No, I mean I do. I try to tune in when I can, but like
I think it has been straight athletes.
It's mostly athletes, right?
I think it has. Like we had Vaughn, Antonio Brown. Have I worked with it?
They're like the go-to dudes, huh? Like everyone.
But Antonio Brown, hands down, like him and Von Miller, dope.
Antonio Brown gave me his number and shit because I took some pictures of him and he thought they were cool.
No, he's hilarious, bro.
He's really funny.
And yeah, he was that was on one of the dopest trips too that we were at. The cover shoot.
Oh yeah.
With Gronk, that was dope.
Did you get to come in to see any of the shit we did with Dickie?
Because you guys were doing it upstairs, right?
No, it was like the same studio owned another one down the block, so we would like shuttle back and forth. Damn, I wish I would have known you then because we would have done some fun shit. Yep. All I heard was like, yeah, there's 3 dudes are coming in and shooting shit, and vlogging didn't really make sense to me at the time, and I was like, okay, are they gonna be in our way? Like that was it. I was like, I don't fuck with these noobs. No, but so now like you're just out in LA this week, just kind of chilling, huh? It's All-Star Week and you're doing nothing with that.
Not really.
Yeah. What's like?
It was just like because I had a lot of. I'm managing my boy who's an artist, so we had some meetings for him here, and it just turned out to be this week. So I didn't really go to the games and whatnot because I've been busy with my boy.
Yeah, what you just showed me right before we started recording, you showed me some of the music for his homie. What's his name again?
Rel Wright.
Rel Wright.
He's on Twitter.
RELL Wright. And yeah, his sound. What was the song you showed me? Redemption or something? What's the name of it?
No, Initiation.
Initiation.
That was the first song.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's dope.
He's tight.
And I don't say that about like I don't lie about stuff like that. Like I truly believe in his work. That's why I was like, and my fans love him.
Really?
Yeah, we've dropped 3 so far, but he has more on the way.
But they're
my
getting
fans
views.
Yeah, they are doing numbers.
So are you putting his songs in your videos too?
Yeah. I push it out on my videos.
And then that's just kind of how you like link through like to him and shit. That's so sick.
But the craziest thing about that was, so my boy Rel, I'm like kind of managing him. Well, I am his manager, but like we go way back to that's one of my homies from elementary school. Everyone in my circle right now is from my elementary school. Like
it's crazy, right?
Beyond crazy. So the craziest thing that happened with, I would say, my YouTube, one of the craziest things, I was at EA Play, I think it was, and I was just chilling on the computer, right?
Yeah.
And then they were doing something for Darren Fox, because that was like he was about to get drafted at the time. So ESPN was having like something for him at the time, and I think you were on that trip, weren't you?
Was it here?
Yeah.
EA Play? Yeah, I don't know what I was doing, but
I'm trying to think which year that was.
Dude, it's funny because I don't even know what the fuck's...
I know.
You talk
Sometimes
about these players and shit,
yeah.
and I'm just like, I don't know who this is.
But
I got my ass beat on live. I told you this earlier, but I played
Sam Decker
yesterday on NBA Live, on the NBA Twitch channel. Got my ass handed to me. It was embarrassing. Bro. But you were what? You were out there fucking around on the computer and what?
Yeah, I was just on the computer, and then Darren Fox came around. And he like tapped me on the shoulder and was like, "Yo, I watch your videos." But I turned around and I looked and I was like,
"Who told you to say that?"
You know the moment I just had earlier with the chicken when I was thinking about food. Like I froze. I was like, "Wait, is this happening?" Like
you just started being
this
like,
man
I'm
said,
hungry for
"I watch
chicken."
videos."
You said what? I'm hungry.
I just started saying random stuff. No, but I was like, for real, that's dope. He was like, yeah, bro. He was like, I watched your vlog with your girl when you went to the Wizards game and John Wall hit the game winner in the playoffs. I was like, this is like, just think about like the magnitude of that. I was like, what? That's wild. Like,
is that not a trip?
A guy that's about to be in the NBA said that. And then later on, like we booked like a session with him, so he could be part of my vlog. No,
okay,
so he because he was like doing stuff with ESPN. So I saw he was busy. I was like, yo, I appreciate you watching my stuff. I was like, I'll let you go, like, because I didn't want to hold him up. Like there was camera crews behind him. So later on, like we got in touch with his like manager and like we like
set up
like a little session so he could be in my vlog. And then I did a segment with him in the vlog, and then he was like, yo, who's that guy in your videos that raps? I was like, my boy Rel. He was like, bro, his stuff is good. Damn. I was like, and I hit up my boy. I was like, yo, like,
he's fucking with you.
Yeah, I was like, that kind of gave him like more of like a confidence boost because like when someone like this says that.
Yeah.
So yeah, like all the reactions have been good. And that's what I'm trying to get into as well. I'm trying to get into music.
I was gonna say, could you see yourself like now starting to pick up a couple art? Because how often do you ever get sent a lot of music to use in your videos?
I do. People hit me up to listen to their stuff.
But is it more instrumentals or rap?
Both. I get both. But I'm trying to like do like, haven't really like said this yet, but I'm trying to do like a Boss Nation music type thing. I want my brain to be like more than just YouTube.
Which for anyone listening to my shit, he has a whole Boss Nation. You can buy T-shirts, all the hats, and all that stuff like that.
Yeah, Boss. So my YouTube name is AntoDaBoss, and my dad actually came up with that name.
Really?
Yeah, because people are like, "Oh, you call yourself the boss? Like, how old are you?" It's like that's not what happened. I wasn't just like I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Like, but my dad came up with that, and I was like, "Yo, that's dope." Plus, this is like back in high school. Like, I don't want to change the name.
Yeah,
so,
flex on him.
Yeah, I like that name. So
you got 7K to fucking play with the TV and gave it to your homie. Fuck him. I'm a boss.
So my name is AntoDaBoss on YouTube. So I call my fan base like Boss Nation. So
how's that been like? You sell T-shirts and shit. Are you printing those yourself? Like, are you taking like bulk?
I used to not, but now I have like a place in Virginia
that prints
close to me. Yeah, we send everything out from there.
Sick.
It's hectic though.
Well, I was gonna say like I know a lot of people do like the drop printing or whatever. Where you have someone else does it. Yeah,
you
don't make any fucking money doing that shit.
Nah.
So if you start, but I mean, this is another reason why you need more staff, because then if you could do it where you just order boxes to your crib and you start have some dude just package that shit.
Exactly.
So how many like pieces of merch did you see go out the door? Like, what would you predict is like? For me, like Black with No Cream, like I bought a bunch of shirts and stuff like that, and I'm seeing them go out, dog. Like I'm hand doing it. I like write messages to the people and shit, and I'm sent shit to like fucking London and Argentina and random places. Where I'm like, what the fuck? This is crazy. Like, have you seen like
we get stuff overseas, and most of my stuff, like I haven't really had a hardcore drop on my store yet. It's just like I have a few things sketched up right now on my phone that I'm getting like made.
Sick.
So I haven't really had my first big launch. All my big launches have been on like a third party website.
Oh, so your shit like is just like this is like the generic OG shit.
Yeah, I put like the OG stuff on there, and I recreated one of the OG designs, and I did 100, just limited.
Yeah.
So I haven't really had like a big release yet of a new shirt. Ooh. So that's my next thing too.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like I'm so like picky with how I do those things. Like for me, it's like, all right, if I'm gonna have a shirt that I'm gonna drop, I need like someone to model in it. We need pictures. We need to do a short like video. Like I gotta go all out when I do. I can't just drop them. So
hey, you know where you can do that at?
Here,
LA.
Yeah.
Hey,
who's
got a couch, man? We need a couple couches out here.
I'm definitely making that move.
That's sick though. I think you really will crush with that merch shit. And to be able to start saying you're like managing multiple artists at a certain point, that's gonna be clutch. What about? Could you ever see? I mean, you know so much about sports. Could you ever see yourself like facilitating like that type of shit, like managing like athletes? Could you get into that? Because I mean, they fuck with you. Yeah. They're fucking with you. Like, and if you know deals, you know how to crack deals.
That's
like,
actually smart. Hold on, let me write that down too.
That's
actually smart, bro. Yeah, I mean, bro, I'm trying. I feel like whatever you do, it needs to be bigger than what you're doing. Like, you need to always aim bigger. I mean, obviously, but like when I'm doing YouTube, I feel like you gotta always tell yourself it's more than YouTube.
Right.
Like, you want to like broaden up your brand, like do way different things. So I'm trying to get into music. Yeah, trying to just get the brand bigger.
This dude is so fucking dope. I wish we could spend more time because I think I have to go to the.
You kicking me out, bro?
No, not tonight. I want to keep talking to you. I'm just saying, like, I just love like every time we sit down, I always learn new shit about you.
Yeah,
and I love finally getting to share your story on this shit because it was like unexpected. You're just like, yo, I'm in LA. What's up? I'm like, oh,
I know. I had to hit you up, bro. I
know.
You guys don't understand. We always talk and like he's like, yo, I like your work. I'm like, bro, I like your work. Like. That's what I'm trying to learn. Like, I want to get better with the camera because I have a drone, but I don't know how to fly a drone like this man flies his drones. Like,
auto.
Right? Mine is on basic mode.
Yeah, selfie mode.
This man is doing like, I don't know,
shit,
man.
Huh? Dude, I like.
We're going to work on some stuff together, though.
Yeah, we got it. When you move to LA, though.
Yeah.
I won't do anything until you move here.
Definitely here.
It's like the golden
I want to do like short films. Real talk, bro.
Is that part of your plan? Like, you want to do more stuff like that?
I want to do short films.
Do you think your fans would eat that shit up?
Hell yeah. If it's dope.
Because
think about it. If you watch someone do video game videos or vlogs, that person that's watching likes movies and music. Like,
yeah.
You know, like that's why it's like.
You know, me and Marcus Frisky, we always talk about shit like this, right?
Marcus.
Shout out to Marcus.
I told him I'm here.
You did?
I was like, yo, I'm pulling up to bed. He was like, hey.
Yeah, I know. We always have like this talk, and his theory on shit is so interesting because he has his channel, and M. Frisk.
Yo, he's actually doing good at that, bro. I hit him up like once every 2 months. That's bad. I hit on Marcus a lot, bro. And I always tell him like, I'm like, yo, like, keep working on that, bro. Like, and his stuff is clean. He knows what he's doing.
Dog, he's really good at it. And I see him like grow that one channel. And then he has his personal channel. I don't know if you saw this. He did the video journals. Have you seen this?
Yeah, from the original ones.
Yeah, like
I remember.
They're like
the vlogs.
Like no, the recent he started doing it like as in like the last month and a half. He started these things where he put like video journal 20,842 or something. And basically the intro was like, I have this many days till I'm 80. So I'm gonna start counting it backwards. Yeah, so he's like doing it backwards.
Marcus, I'm sorry, bro.
But he only did a short stint of it.
I didn't see this at all.
So this is my question is like, what he did was he has 2 channels, and I'm like, yo, I think this could be cool that your dot fans would fuck with, right? Like this shit. But his theory is like that it might not mesh well. Where you're saying like my fans are gonna, if I do a short film that's about me being a serial killer, they're gonna fuck with that just as much as they like watching it. You know,
I'll put it all in one.
You think they'll accept it?
Yeah, I feel like yeah.
I think they will too. It's an interesting conversation. I love.
And you gotta like. I feel like when you script stuff like that, you kind of have to like plan it out. Like, all right, you got to do something where you know it's gonna attract a lot of people. Like that's, I don't know. Sometimes I just have like the gut feeling like, all right, this is gonna work. But I want to do something that's like, you know, like the message is like something with a message.
Yeah, for sure.
Something deep. Like, have you seen those Asian commercials? Like, it's like
what? The fuck?
No, bro, like there's Asian like ads, like TV commercials, and they're deep, bro. Like they make you want to cry.
Really crazy.
Like there's one where I saw where some kid like is wait, which one did I see? There's one that I saw was so deep, bro. Basically, this kid is stealing something from a store because he's hungry, and then like they catch him, and the store owner, instead of like, you know, like pressing charges or doing anything, he was like, you know what, like, here's a bag of soup, go home.
Damn.
So like, instead of, you know what I'm saying, the kid was stealing, but he gave him a bag of soup because the kid was hungry.
Yeah,
you could tell he was poor. So anyway, fast forward like 10 years, the store owner that gave the kid soup is like sick. He's in the hospital and he needs like an organ transplant or something, and it costs a lot.
And it's this motherfucking kid.
So basically, the doctor comes in and they perform the surgery, and the bill comes out to $0. And the daughter of the patient was like, "How is it $0?" Like, and then it turned out that the doctor was the kid that he helped out. Like,
God damn.
I just explained it so bad, but like
that's a good. Yeah,
it was, bro. I cried, bro. There was a tear.
What was it advertising?
I don't know. What were they? What was? But that's what I'm saying.
Go to
like,
school.
What were they advertising? I think they advertise like humanity. Exactly.
For sure. Damn. I know. Like I've
it's
seen
like a Tide commercial.
There was like a really wild, like these Russian. I think I want to say it was like Russian commercials that were like the craziest, like don't smoke ads or something like that.
Have you seen the drinking and driving ones?
Is
like don't drink and drive, bro. Those are like vulgar.
And they get like fucked up and shit.
Yeah, like they be falling off cliffs. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, this was like the same thing. He's like, hey, if I would, oh no, it's a person, right? And the person would be like walking, and she's like, if they would have followed protocol and not mopped the floors when everyone was working, I wouldn't have slipped and dropped this whole pan of hot water on my face. And then all of a sudden it's like whoosh, and like and her face like melts, and it's like, don't break the rules or whatever. I'm like,
don't break the rules, bro. They're extra, bro.
Yeah, it was
like
really wild.
Queens.
I think there's like legality things where we can't put out this type of content in America. Maybe that's why we don't do it. We just get it uploaded to YouTube. We're like, oh shit.
But I like the deep message as far as like the commercial.
Really cool.
I want to do like a short film where it's like deep. Like,
you don't want to do a commercial like the one I was talking about.
No, not with hot waters.
Hey, don't YouTube with these shitty fake these LED lights with like exposed wires. I get electrocuted.
That's hilarious. But yeah, I want. That's one of my goals.
That's
bro.
really cool.
That's where I feel like we should collab.
Hell
on.
Yeah.
Do like a little short.
Man.
Even Marcus was talking about that.
Yeah, for sure. And I know before we were talking about trying to figure out how to do it. We're like all different spots shooting that shit too. That could be interesting.
Yeah. Well, if I come here, then Marcus is forced to come out.
Yeah,
here.
we gotta make Marcus move.
Hell
move the family, Marcus. And if you guys don't know who I'm fucking talking about, I recorded a podcast with Marcus too. You gotta listen to it. It's a good one. I gotta
watch that too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's too much content. You can't fucking watch all these. It's like hard to watch all the YouTube videos.
It is.
What was your first, what was the first time you were like, oh fuck, I hit this many views? What was like the most views that, not like, I know, let's talk about the first time you hit the most views to you at that time, and then now, like, what the biggest views video is.
First time?
You know what I mean? Like, you first hit 100K, you first hit 1 million or something.
I remember when I hit 100K, we did like this ridiculous challenge that my fans sent me.
For the series? Was it part of the
No. It was just like, I just said like, all right, if I hit 100K, I'm gonna wear like a chicken costume and go. Bro, it's like you could do stuff like that for like here, but in Maryland, everyone just looks at you, bro. Like it was embarrassing. So I wore like a chicken costume. I went around like Maryland in stores, bro. It was bad. But I remember when I hit that. As far as views, I mean, early on, some of my videos were hitting like 100K, which was a lot. Like when I first started, that was wild. But it wasn't until like I started getting like stuff like near 1 million. There was a lot of projects that hit it, but there was one that hit it overnight, which was like recently actually. We did something with NBA Live, and I played against Lonzo, and I put that out, bro. It got 1 million like in one day. Whoa. That was wild to me.
What do
like,
you think?
In a few days.
What made it hit?
Well, his name is hot right now, like Lonzo.
Yeah. So it's just the name and the title. People were like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah.
Wow.
Everything. I feel like everything is like all about trends. You got to keep up with.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
challenges
like
are trends. Everything is a trend.
That's
YouTube.
like the popular formula. Like, what would
I don't go by it though. Like sometimes.
What's your regular like? You're gonna kind of commit to this like formula right now that is working for you and it's working for your channel, but that you could offer that advice to someone else, like as far as maybe upload days and shit like that. Like, what have you kind of found is your niche time and days to post? Or is that a secret?
Not really, cause I do it so randomly. I don't have a set like.
Oh really?
Yeah, I get.
You just post whenever
Bro,
you got
I post
some content.
whenever, bro. I try to make sure it's not 11. That's like my latest.
11 p.m.
11 p.m.
Okay.
10 is like.
It still works.
The final thing for me, yeah. I'll put up videos like 10 and then before. I don't want to get close to 11.
Eastern.
Exactly, Eastern time. And I always think about like Sundays. I try not to upload.
Yeah.
Cause to me, it's like I don't know. Like Sundays is like that's your time to be with your family or whatever.
Pull up on Ben's podcast.
Exactly.
Oh wait, what's today? Today's not Sunday. It is Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Pull up to Ben's podcast. To me, it's like all right. I don't want. And not to control anyone. Everyone can do whatever they want. But it's like to me, it's like, I don't want someone to be on their phone on a Sunday watching me. Like I'd rather have them spend, because I feel like Sunday's your only day with family or whatever. So I'll upload I try to upload Monday to Saturday. Yeah.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna start posting every Sunday, guys. When he's not on air, I'll be on air posting the same type of shit he does just to get views. All right. So tune in. Black with No Cream YouTube. I'm gonna start.
Hold on.
I do want to start a channel where I because yesterday was so bad, me playing NBA Live.
But that's what's funny though, like you don't even have to be good at video games.
I want to start.
You gotta be funny. Like
I want to start a channel.
No one wants to watch someone that's like try hard, or I feel like people want to watch someone that is worse than them.
Dog, Ocho Cinco pulled up and played, and I guess like he's got this whole thing with FIFA where he thinks he's the man playing FIFA. I guess he'll literally go to people's houses. Yeah, he'll say, "Call me and tell me where you live," and he'll play them at their house.
Yeah, he's wild. He's wild.
Just chugging a 2-liter of Coca-Cola and just like, "Fuck you, I'm the best FIFA player." I'm like, what?
He takes that to heart.
Wow, damn, what a legend, dog. You've done so much shit in I mean, really, it's not that. It's a long time to be on this platform, but like, I feel like now more than ever, like the last few years, you've just been like grow.
Yeah.
Didn't you have like a set of videos from that the Harding shoot that we did that were just like super explosive? Because I remember hearing EA people talking about like Anto shit was like crazy, like he got all these views in like a minimum, like no time at all or whatever.
Was that with the Harding or was that with the Vaughn? Because
no, I think it was Harding, wasn't it? Did you do one? Or maybe it was another shoot that you did like multiple videos from one shoot and they all killed or something like that.
I think that was with the Von Miller thing. Cause like the way like we interacted like with the players, like it was dope. Like, cause I got a good reaction out of Antonio. I got a good reaction out of Vaughn. That vlog was dope.
So are you planning these things before you like hey, honestly, you got 10 minutes with this guy?
Yeah, that was nerve wracking because that's literally what happened. Like when I did that vlog with Von Miller and Antonio Brown, they were literally like, "Yo, you're gonna have like 10 minutes," and it wasn't like they brought us together, and introduced us beforehand.
You just walk up to him?
Bro, I had to he was like, "Yo, you got 10 minutes, run in now," and I'm running in. I'm like, I hear that Olympic song in my head. Dun, 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 dun. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Hell no.
It's like from Nintendo days, the NES Olympics. Man, I don't know. Bro, it was intense, bro. I ran in there. I was like, "Yo, I'm Anto," blah, blah, blah. And they were just cool, bro. Like, and I asked funny questions too. And
What is this vlog? You're vlogging yourself with them, or you had
someone
shooting?
someone was
Yeah,
shooting
okay,
that.
cool.
Someone was shooting that. It wasn't you. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
fake.
sorry,
You bailed
dog.
out on us.
Yeah.
You're working Lil Dicky.
My
You're
bad.
like, who is that? Like, you didn't know me. Like, but yeah, that. Yeah.
The other thing I think that you benefit in being in LA, dog, is like just being in this culture of shit that's always happening. Like the amount of things we pull up on, like, because I hadn't seen Dickie in forever, right? And we sat there and edited the videos and shit. And then I'm at a random party, me and Lauren and my homie Andrew, and Lauren's like, "Oh, isn't that Dickie?" I turn around, I'm like, "Hey, Dave, what the fuck?" He's like, "Right here." Oh, we're just start
It's like
talking
a
about
regular
shit.
thing though.
Yeah,
Like here.
and you could just find them. Like it's like that easy. Like even last night, that party we were at, it's like you had to know someone to get in the party, but like once you're in there, there's every celebrity. Michael B. Jordan walks in, is just like there, and everyone's, you know what I mean? Like the amount of connections you can make at shit like out here is just stupid. So I don't know. But what do you know about Bethesda, Maryland?
You know what's funny? The owner's daughter went to my school. That's wild.
There's an owner. There's an owner of the place. I thought it would be like some state shit or something.
Well, I don't know because there was this girl that went to my high school. Her dad, they said, is like
D guy.
One of the guys there, if not the owner or like one of the main developers. Yeah. That was wild. Like her daughter went to my school. Damn. We didn't know about this until after. Because what was the main game they made? Skyrim.
Wait, gaming?
Did you say Bethesda?
Bethesda. I'm thinking of a spot. Bethesda's a town. My fault.
Oh, you're talking about the town. I thought you were talking about.
Is there a gaming company? There's a gaming company or something?
Yeah, Bethesda Gaming.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, Bethesda town. Okay,
Bethesda,
what about it?
Maryland.
Oh yeah, Bethesda, Maryland. Yeah.
Yeah, I like my homie.
Like 20 minutes from there. Oh, you got a homie there?
No, he like recovered there because I have a huge military hospital. So I would spend a shit ton of time in Bethesda when he was recovering there, and the shit was like you hop on the train, you're like right downtown or whatever. But it was tight because he had they would get donated Segways. That's how I got this fucking dumbass scar on my arm because we would like get like kind of drunk and race them on the gravel. I don't know why we were doing that, but we would take those on the train and then just stand there looking like fucking tourists.
You don't see that a lot.
Yeah, pull up and just skirt.
Yeah, Bethesda's dope. It's expensive. Bethesda is expensive.
It was just like, I mean, I didn't know what it was. It did look expensive though. There was a lot of big.
It's like close to DC, so it's like when you get close to DC, everything is expensive.
Right.
I was thinking about living there.
Really?
Because, you know, the just being in that city is dope. Like, just you get up, walk everywhere, like, but it's expensive, bro.
What's your setup right now? Like, where you're at? Like, you have your own dedicated workspace?
Yeah, I have like a basement that's like my setup, and I thought about a few times like getting like renting out a studio and just doing everything from there. But the problem is that with that is like. With YouTube, like, you kind of have to, you never know when you have to record a video. Like, something could happen at midnight where you're like, oh, I got to do a video on this. And it's like, it'll be problematic if I have to get up and, like, drive to the studio in the middle of the night. So it's like, you kind of need your setup to be, like, where you live.
Makes sense.
Because you got to always access it.
True.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But what, have you just acquired, you just have, like, what do you edit on? Premiere?
Premiere.
Yeah?
Actually, no. Final Cut.
Really?
Yeah, Final Cut Pro X.
Nice.
Sometimes I do I download templates and edit them on After Effects.
Right. Like
intro templates and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how people be making those. I know you got a lot of people that make stuff like that from scratch. I don't know how.
It's crazy, dog. It's a lot of keyframing and a bunch of bullshit that, I don't know. It's like, I don't know how you talk about sports. It's the same thing to me, man.
Facts.
I try to make it so that the group could ask you questions because I always try to like allow that to happen.
Dope. I got to be part of that group.
Dude, yeah, I'll add you in. Are you on Facebook?
I didn't get an invite.
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah.
Are we friends?
I don't think so, bro.
That's the reason why. I'll add you.
I'll add you after this.
Whoa,
our friendship is going to a whole new level.
Ooh, yeah. I posted a picture of you and what's a dude with the beard? The Rockets.
Oh, Harden. What's the dude with the beard on the Rockets?
He was there last night at the party. Like, just dude, I don't know. He's funny. Like, he's just walking around like, hey, no, I can't do this because I'm doing this. So he walk around. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
But anyway, I told him about you and shit. Like, I quickly summed it up. And let's see, who do we got here today? Which is funny because I already see this dude, Corey Cataldo. He just made this fucking video. I didn't even realize that he almost asked a question like every podcast. But I always fuck up his last name, dog. And he just made a montage of his name. I'm gonna show it to you.
Of like you messing up?
Yeah, me messing up, and he's like putting like emojis and shit to like the way I try to pronounce because I'm like Cataldo. I don't know, like
that's funny.
I fucking butcher everyone's name, and he just took advantage of that shit and made some good content out of it. Anyway, Alwa Gordon said that's pretty lit that I was having you on. So that was really
dope.
But I said, you got any questions? And he said, or she, I can't tell who this is. Does he ever see himself branching out into another realm or content? And if he did, what would it be?
Well,
you kind of talked about it.
Oh, well, another thing I'm trying to get into, I never really said this, but yeah, branching out to music, and then my network got bought out by Warner Brothers, so I'm in talks right now of like some sort of like acting, like voice maybe.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Sid the Sloth for Ice Age. But you know what's funny? When I first started YouTube, people were like, "You sound like Sid the Sloth."
For real?
Like, because I used to have not a list, but like, I don't know.
It's like the accent mixed with your American accent and shit.
Yeah, they're like, "It sounds like Sid the Sloth." So I told Warner Brothers, like, look, if y'all have a Sid the Sloth opening, I'm in. I would love to do voice acting. That would be so dope.
It would be challenging, dog. I feel like that would be a real challenge.
It would.
All right, Sean Sauce. I just met with this dude the other day. He's dope. He said, "Where do you see your channel in 5 to 10 years, and how do you plan to get it there?"
5 to 10 years. Like I said, I wanted to do a lot of real life stuff. So right now I have one webisode, but I'm trying to get it to like 3 different ones.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's my goal.
So you could have like multiple seasons happening at the same time.
Exactly. And then I want to have like a schedule that people are like, all right, this day he's going to upload that. This day he's going to upload that.
The team's going to be so crucial to help that chick go.
That's what I'm saying.
It's worth the investment, bro.
So in the next few years, I'm trying to have a team behind me.
Yeah.
Well, it's like slowly getting there.
Right, for sure. This is a homie Fernando. He's out of London, dude. It's crazy. They just did like a Black Window Cream London meetup, which is like
for real?
Ridiculous to me. Yeah, that there's even more than one person there. There was like 5 people that linked up there. I don't even know how far they had to travel to get there, but 5 people showed up. They ran and mobbed around the town with their cameras vlogging and like made this cool video that telling people about Black Window Cream and shit.
That's real, bro.
This is really crazy.
That's real.
So shout out to him for doing the first one.
That's
really
dope,
nice.
bro.
They just did one in New York today too. There was only a few people there, but still crazy.
That's what?
I only have like 2,400 people in this group right now.
That's good though.
Yeah, that's dope. It's like they're really crazy creators, but it's like cool to see it explode.
But think about where you started and how like it's like I'm like seeing the progress.
Yeah, it's wild, dude. And this shit, I appreciate like having you on this shit. Like
of
that
course,
shit
bro.
helps this
of
shit
course.
so much. Like people get so much insight from.
I had to pull up.
Yeah, for real. Josh Brenda says, if you can go back to when you first started posting to YouTube, what advice would you give yourself? Should Ben make more coffee mugs? That was the second question.
Do I get one of these?
I'll see if I got another one. I'll give it to you. I only made 30, dog. And I only had 2 extra ones to use in the thing. I know. But I'm going to make more exclusive ones. I'll make sure.
Hell yeah. Appreciate it.
Damn, you put me on the spot.
Right?
Fuck, I might end up giving it to you. No, God.
You can edit it out. You can edit it out.
Yeah, fucking VFX.
Oh yeah,
this is a coffee mug.
The next episode is just you. Y'all are sharing it.
Yeah, I'm like, here, you want some coffee, dude? You want someone sponsor me coffee? You want that shit? So what? If you go back and when you first started YouTube, what advice would you give yourself? I mean, back then.
Well, we kind of talked about it.
Yeah.
I would say having a team right off the bat, bro. That's the biggest advice I would give myself.
Yeah, get your friends to get involved and like really help you. I mean, there are gonna be people that believe in your shit. So at the time, if you could figure out what's important and like hear these types of interviews and realize, oh, cool, I need to have someone manage my shit. I should have someone edit my shit.
Because the stress is not a joke. Like once you stress yourself out, it like affects your whole day. You don't want to get stressed. Like the earlier you could set yourself up to be, like, have a team around you. I'm telling you, you're gonna thank yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's one of my biggest regrets. Like I've been doing it for like 6 years, but like not. I started taking seriously like for about like 4 years.
Yeah.
Because I used to do it and just like one video a week when I first started, but it's like recently where I started taking it like extremely seriously. And like if I could go back and like have a team from day one, right now I'll be
crushed.
Yeah.
Super crushing.
Yeah, I mean, so that's like a huge advice I'll give.
Yeah. How many times do you upload per week right now?
4 to 5.
4 to 5.
Sometimes 6, sometimes 7. Like it depends. Like
crazy.
Like if I come out with a vlog that I spend a lot of time on, sometimes I let that sit for like 2-3 days. I'm like, I don't want to upload something after that. I want that to be like the latest.
Yeah.
I let it
pop.
eat. Exactly.
For sure. That's dope.
It depends.
Yeah. But it's cool because it's like the trickle down. I'm just like over the last like 2 years or last year especially like started really trying to tune in to YouTubers or like find something. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna throw this on when I'm in the shower, and one video finishes, and I go and start brushing my teeth, do my shit. The next one's playing. I'm like, oh, cool. It's like
it's crazy how big it's gotten.
It's insane.
Now they have their own TV, I think.
Yeah, they do. The Apple.
It's like if you really,
YouTube TV.
YouTube TV. If you really think about it, it's like, well, this is just for me too. I'm just like, why am I paying for cable? Because I watch sporting events, and after that, it's like all right, maybe when I order UFC
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not really using my TV. And I'm waiting for on Google Fiber. That hasn't come to me yet.
Oh, we don't have it here, I don't think.
It's like slowly coming around my area.
That's crazy.
Like if let's say I have YouTube Fiber. I mean, YouTube Fiber. If I have Google Fiber and then YouTube TV, like I'll be good, and I wouldn't be paying as much as paying for cable.
Dog, it's like $38 a month or something.
They're coming up, bro.
And you get all the sporting channels.
Yeah,
like you're good.
They're coming up, bro. They're smart.
Plus, then you just tack on whatever extra shit you want. Oh, I want HBO. Cool. It's like $8 and $10 a month. Like fuck it. Let's see. We got like 2 questions left. So Corey Cataldo,
what's up, bro?
he said, "How did your channel start to gain momentum?" We already talked about that. I didn't pre-read these. Sorry. Were there ever times you felt that you were putting in a lot of work and not seeing enough return?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like as a YouTuber, that's kind of like everyone goes through that. Even till this day, sometimes I'm like,
fuck.
If I put out a video that I like spend a lot of time and it doesn't get the views, I'm like that. You know, you're always gonna go through that. You can't. That's why like sometimes I don't look at numbers. Like,
I was gonna say, what's one thing you could do to like look past that to be able to make sure you don't?
You just gotta think about your bigger goal. It's like if your bigger goal is like, all right, I want to get to the point where I'm working in music, I'm doing acting, and I have my YouTube. It's like, all right, your goal is to get to that spot. Your goal shouldn't be, oh, I'm trying to get this many views. I don't think you should set a view goal at all.
Right.
Because that will frustrate you.
For sure.
To this day, sometimes I get frustrated a lot.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's common. Like,
yeah, absolutely. So I like this last question is my intern actually who edits all this shit. Shout out to Dave Malav. He said, "How do you go about linking with different brands and gaming companies to create content for it?" And he goes, "Do they reach out to you often, or are you kind of like reach out to them? Like, I know you have your management and that's like their job is to connect that shit, but what's the?"
Well, obviously I have like my business email on like Instagram, Twitter, and all that stuff, and you try to put it on your YouTube videos as well. We get hit up a lot.
Yeah.
Different companies. I used to have to look at all of them, like I said before my manager.
Yeah, you want to.
I was like, what is going on?
Right.
So it's like I overlooked a lot, which is why I said like one of my biggest regrets is not having a team around me, because imagine like what I've probably missed.
Dude.
Can you imagine? Like, because some days I wouldn't even check my email when I was doing it on my own. But imagine what I missed. Like, I don't think about it, but yeah, we get hit up a lot, and sometimes like if I really want to work with some people, like for a team or athlete, like we just hit them up. But,
reach out to them.
Be like, hey,
do you come with ideas too?
Yeah, like with the Harden too.
Yeah.
I had to come up with like a couple ideas. But videos like that helps me in the long run, because like if I want to work with like let's say John Wall, I could be like, yo, I've already worked with Harden, and he would, if he does see it, he'll just be like, oh, like look, it wasn't awkward, and that makes the athlete feel like exactly
comfortable, all that shit.
Exactly.
Allow you to. They know you're not a weirdo.
Yeah.
Damn, that's true. Have you worked with any brands, like any tech gear or anything that you specifically reach out for because you're like, oh, yo, I really want to fuck with this shit. Like I believe in this shit.
Like as far as what kind of tech?
I don't know, anything. Computers.
Well, I'm actually about to do that. I'm trying to build my own PC this week, so I'm gonna hit up. Trying to get that for free. I know, bro.
Dude, I just did it.
You did it?
Yeah, we built one out that was like, I want to say we spent like $4,500 on it, but it was like a rendering. But we're doing 8K videos.
Oh my!
Stacked
there's
in
8K now?
Full quality.
I didn't know there's 8K now.
There's probably more than 8K now, but yeah, 8K, 6K is like the top red cameras right now. And it's handling.
I actually did I don't know if I ever told you. I have a red video on my channel.
Really?
It's for a shirt. I'm telling you, bro. When I drop shirts, I go all out.
Yeah, you should.
So I did like a video. No one even knew what the video was. Like some people were even pissed because I did a 2-minute video of like. Oh no, you need to watch it. We need to link this in the video because it's hilarious. Basically, we did like super dramatic. Like it was like it starts out with a suitcase. One person gives it to the next person. Like it's like. I had a dude go on a bike to deliver it to the next, bro. It was legit.
It's the package.
We went on a highway, and my dude got a red dragon.
Just shooting it off?
Yeah, that's bro. Hard. That was one of my favorite videos. And at the end, they open it. It's my new shirt. People were like, what the? Like, you had me sit here? Like, that.
Yeah, honestly, I did. I ordered the motherfucking shirt so I could, like, move to LA.
Yeah, definitely put that in the link.
I will, for sure.
Because that's going to be hilarious. Because that's, like, one of the better qualities.
It wasn't like that shit, like shooting the quality. Like it's fun to get it every once in a while, huh?
It wasn't a crazy edit. Like that's not one of my best videos, but like we shot the shirt reveal video that he'll put in the link. We shot that on 4K. The
whole
what is
thing.
it called? The red.
Yeah, the red.
But the process of coming out with that video was dope because we shot it in 2 days. Like we did like a couple of different scenes, and like the first day after we shot the first day, everyone slept in my house. Like it was just
Cruise
dope
shit.
because like exactly.
It's
like I was like,
man.
yo, like this is like that makes me feel good. Like that's why I enjoy doing real life videos. Like when I see my idea
happen,
and then like everyone involved in it.
It's like it validates. You got people believing in you. You come up with your idea and people believe to execute that shit. And then when it's done, everyone can be proud of like what you make. That's the best feeling about this shit.
That's what I'm saying. And like I haven't really done too many of those. Like I'm trying to get to that level where it's like I do more like short films or like.
You will.
And it's like that feeling. I can't imagine what you go through like music videos and stuff. There's no better feeling like seeing your idea put into work.
When we got done with the Lil Dicky video, dog, I don't know if I talked to someone about this or talked about it on the podcast, but like I remember I had no money. Like I was out here living on the couch and doing all this shit and exhausted, and then Marcus hits me with like, yo, I got this video, here's a budget, it's a big ass budget. I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna do with this shit? And like we get it, shoot all this stuff. I had like 4 days to turn around my creative. I had to come up with all the ideas that we did with them.
Oh really?
Yeah, it was like literally like and production and deal with all the shit and book all the people.
He didn't say like, yo, I want this done. Or
no, it was like we want one video. That's really what they wanted. They wanted like one video, like a 4-minute sketch, and then like some social stuff would be cool if we could pick it off. So I had like, dog, I created so much. There's so much social shit that hasn't come out yet. They had like a whole thing in internal like about releasing stuff. I don't know what happened, but so like only a couple videos have surfaced. And so I ended up not just having the one video. I had like 4 main tier videos, and then I had like 12 bit size content that was fucking hilarious, like mad content. But it was like all day, back to back to back schedule. I had this shit written out paper on my hands, on my arms and shit. Like I'm sitting there, all right, let's go shoot this shit. We only have 5 minutes with Gronk over here for this. Let's do this. And like I came home and I just got this apartment because I knew I could afford it now. Like, and I like laid in the bed and everything was just, I hadn't moved. I had nothing. I just like laid down, and I just remember looking at like, oh yeah, like this shit's gonna be crazy now. Like my life is just, I got to here, I can go anywhere. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's like the best feeling is like seeing production, seeing. I don't know how big crew is pretty big, like 25 people like working for me. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's like the weirdest feeling.
Is that the same way with Schoolboy stuff?
Yeah, Q's like it was like all me really. Like Q shit was just me on tour with him and like doing stuff like that. And it's like, but that's the same thing. Like I turn around and make these tour episodes that are just me shooting it, but it looks like a crew shot sometimes. It looks like a crew shots this shit, and like that's like the best feeling is when you can turn around stuff where people I see in the comments on their channel, they be like, damn, whoever the crew is that's shooting this is like ill, and I'm like,
it's just me, dog.
Just me, homie.
That's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, but I mean it all works. It's like it's part of the process. You learn all that shit. But all right, dog. Is there any last shit like what do you got coming up that you want people to check out aside from the obvious that we just talked about?
Nah, that's about it, bro.
Subscribe to this man.
That's about it.
He's almost at 1 million. With our small audience, we could help him get a little bit closer. So subscribe.
Appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you having me here.
Yeah, it's youtube.com/AntoDaBoss. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can subscribe there.
DABOSS, the ratchet version.
Yeah, that's dope.
It's not proper.
It's all good.
We out here.
All right, dude. How do you want them? Like, if anyone listened to this far, I always let you pick a hashtag. Tweet at us. What do you want the hashtag to be?
Hashtag ADB.
ADB?
Yeah, AntoDaBoss.
That's easy. All right, cool. If you made it that far, do that. I appreciate you, dog. That was fun.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta come back here in a year or two.
AKA move here, bitch.
Facts. That's true.
All right, we done.
So we got all the orange chicken.
Bye. That's it for episode 20 with AntoDaBoss. Make sure to start following Anto on Instagram and YouTube so you can start fucking with his content. I've shared his links in the show notes, which you can find at blackwindowcream.com/podcast. Leave a review on iTunes and let me know what you loved about this interview. And if you're interested in joining the private group for creators, visit BWNC.com/join. Last but not least, buy some fucking ill-ass Black Window Cream merch. Every single sale helps me keep this thing alive. Subscribe to Black Window Cream. New episode every single Sunday. See you next week, you bitch!